Ooh, welcome back to more of the Last Caretaker. Hello, everyone. Hello, MGET. Hello, Itter. Hello, Sergeant Sunshine. Thank you for that lurk. Hello, Meerkat. Welcome on in. Can I get another audio check? Oh, it looks like the captions are actually working. Thank God. Part of the problem. Izzy is part of the problem. That's accurate. I've got my Mio. It is blue. That is correct. So, I've got my OBS with a browser window next to it, and I'm not sure. Thank you, Shadow. Why didn't I not get an overlay for the raid? Are my overlays now not working? Great. My Twitch alerts are not working. Fantastic. Welcome. Thank you for that raid, Shadow in the Darkness. I appreciate it. Are you getting ready to end stream already? No, I'm just starting stream. What do you mean? What do you mean? No, we're just starting. I usually do 9 p.m. Eastern till around 11 p.m. Eastern. We're going to be playing The Last Caretaker today. Hello, everyone from Shadow's channel. My name is Skip for J. I do all sorts of random nonsense, usually involving space, robots, or building things. Oh, you do usually raid right at the end, that's true. Hello, Ember Lantern. Welcome on in. Also, Shadow. I'm going to say hello from the kiddos, even though they're not expressly saying it. And I'll let them know they said it later. 3 of them are here. So, it's good times. It's good times. That weirdo owes me money. No, Ember Lantern, it's you. It's you. I will let them know that you missed them. Also, to your hubby as well. The same message. Ember Lantern, you will see the kiddos on Saturday, so shut your face hole. So, I'm sort of being forced to modify my layout, so I'm going to be even more scatterbrained than usual. Yes, it's possible. Hello, DJ. Welcome on in. It's good to see you. It's good to be back. I'm very excited to be back after my little vacation. It's a lot of driving and stuff and things. Yep, that's what I got. Cam, you made it. Hi, Cam. Yes, we're gonna be on a boat. We're gonna leave on the boat today, but first I'm gonna show off everything I've done. Great, that's great. Perfect DJ quote. I don't know if you guys know this, but I spent some time with the amazing Cam on my vacation, and it was so much fun. I got to spend so much time with Cam and with kitties and with her new kittens, as she says. And I went to a new diner, and that was great too. And I found a new coffee shop as well. Like, it's good times. Cam's kittens are adorbs, just, and not the brightest. So, as long as you didn't diner the kitties, sir. That's true, I did not. There was none of that. Diner, not diner. Right, Izzy, exactly. Oh, I am amused. Kim says, they're not smart. Freedom! Anyway. Hello, Space Pickle. What in my audio? Hold on. Why are my audio alerts not... None of it's working. None of my alerts are working. Hold on one second. You just busted out laughing at Freedom. Nice. Alright, I'm going to try to fix these alerts right now, which means I can no longer see chat. I gotta make sure that I've got the right URL. Copy the URL. go back over to OBS. Twitch alerts. Why can't I manage the properties of Twitch alerts? This has to do with... I bet this has to do with the change to Wayland. Okay. Okay. Why did I saved... Oh, my lord. So far, I'm not a fan of this change. We dislike change. We fear change. Let's see if that does it. I have chat back here for a moment at least. Yeah, it looks like I'm going to have to work on the overlays. Shan, hello. Welcome on in. How about the left URL? Perfect. Cam says, I had butter chicken for dinner that Skippy made. Pretty darn good. Yay! My face is a Twitch alert. That's correct. The old pickle poke. Speaking of Amo, I told Amo's from Buffalo, and I got to eat some Buffalo-style pizza and some Buffalo-style wings, because apparently there's only one sauce, according to Cam. So, hey, Shan, you're also a nerd, so there, neener. C says good night, C. Space Pickle says today was so leftovers day. The child was up until 1 a.m. last night. Yup. So socializing was socialed last night. Delicious homemade desserts. First of all, how dare you about the desserts? First of all, how dare you? Izzy, that is correct. I'm talking about Buffalo, New York, and the Buffalo wing sauce, which is not the same as the Buffalo barbecue sauce. These are different things. Also, I received something that is Linux compatible for the holidays. It is an unbranded capture card, which appears to work. Which means the further Wii U titles I have purchased and the PS3 titles I own, I can now stream from the consoles. So that I needed an external solution and one that was Linux compatible for this particular computer, and it appears to work. Shan says, we let the kid do New Year's Eve in London so he could go to bed around 8. That'll do it. Izzy says, Linux compatible, but which type of Linux? That really is the question in the end, isn't it, Izzy? Shadow says, soon Skipford's streams will be brought to you by Unbranded. Try our unbranded cheese soon. That's right. Don't, Ember Lantern, don't you start. It works. I tested it. It works. Izzy says in Canada there is a brand called No Name Brand. I need them to sponsor me. I mean, right now with the trade relationship, obviously that's not going to happen, but oh my god, I need them to sponsor me. Okay, let's see if the game's going to work. Sort of. Hold on. What the hell? Again, I can't get to the properties while streaming. What in the what do you mean? Device not connected or not available? The fuck? Guys, I don't like Wayland. I don't like Wayland. Hi Cranky, welcome on in. Thank you for that sub. My overlays are not working. My everything is not working. The game is... No, it's not the game's fault, Shadow. It is not the game's fault. It is... I upgraded my version of Linux, and it was a big old upgrade, and it changed a whole lot of shit. And it is all fuckered. Device not connected. Okay, so we're gonna do that, and I'm going to see if I can re-add. Yeah, because it doesn't... Oh, it doesn't have that type. It doesn't have game capture. Fucking great. Alright, let's do screen capture. Maybe. Can I do window capture? And... What is this? The system wants to share the contents of your screen. Yes, I want to do that as well. This one. Share. No, I selected it. Why did it go away? There we go. Share. Okay. Alright, so that's something. It's the wrong size. Okay. Let's do this. And let's do this. Alright, so we've got game back. We've got game back. This is now Linux troubleshooting stream. Shan, so many streams have turned into that. The question is audio. Are you guys getting game audio? Like if I... It looks like you are. Moisture report. Oh, Treos is here. Hi, Treos. Yes, I think... Yes, you're getting game. So we have game. We have game. And we have... I just did the Last Caretaker demo this week. I really liked it. Me too. As you can see. So I have put already 8 hours into this game. Into the demo. There's the ship down there. Let me show you guys what I have done. Because there's a lot. Try today as I did not have to work. You have your face. That's good. My face is important for this, I think. So let's go upstairs. You can see that there's power coming in from outside. You may notice also there is now a lack of stuff on the ground. I have recycled everything. Also, I found some basketballs. And a bunch of stuff that I'm going to need later for memories, I think. I found this room and powered it up. I found this room, and there's, by the way, the hatches, they go all over the place. There are all kinds of hatches. I found another fabricator and another recycler here. And that helped with not having to lug things all over. I've added more of the windmills for more power. Also, because of the storms and all the weather out here, these things actually degrade over time. You did tell me so about the hatches, Emerald. It was just not the hatches you were thinking of. We don't need no stinking hatches, says Izzy. Craigie says hatches, we don't need... Nice. Mosier, hello. Also, I opened this up. And this ladder goes straight down. I will show you where that ladder ends up later. We'll take that ladder. Also, there is over here. I still haven't found the run key yet, but I haven't needed the run key. You may notice there's a tentacle over here. There's this guy's over here. And because I didn't research gun, I didn't research, where is it? I had the opportunity to research electric pistol, but I did not. Instead, I researched Lumalite and Whisper. So, and I don't have any more skill points to research gun. So I can't. I'm not close enough to smash it with the Meerkat. Watch streak. Oh no, Meerkat's streaking in chat. So if you go down here, fuckers, what is getting me now? There's nothing there to get me. I shouldn't be getting got until later. Right over there. So you go in there and there's another hatch. There's another area to go in. And that's and I went in there. But I had to keep beating the thing up and killing all the little guys that popped out of it. But I have stripped everything. Oh, there's some more lightning coming in. And yeah, this stuff does damage to our power collection system, which I added to. Just walk over to it? No. It's on the side, Treos. I will fall off the building. And I don't want to do that because there's very nasty things down in the water, which are probably going to attack the boat when I leave. Anywho, the whole area, including on top of these little buildings here, I cleaned up. What is that? Wait a minute. What is that? It's making a liar out of me. There's a beam up there. There's stuff. How do I get up there? There's stuff up there. God damn it. Can I get... There's a whole bunch of stuff up here. Okay, so... I thought I had. Okay, good. Thanks, Izzy. You ass. You never made the gun either. Oh, you can just walk over to it? You won't fall off? Oh, okay, then I will do that. After I get rid of these guys. Because this is all going to get recycled. And then we'll keep doing the tour because I thought I had gotten literally everything. This game is giving me so many of the happy brain chemicals, it's a little bit ridiculous. That's a hatch. But yeah, these hatches, like I went all over, and this one dumps you into the water next to the boat. That's what that hatch does. Okay. So let's go beat that guy up with the crowbar. Trey says I didn't recycle everything, but I got most of it. I am trying to get, unless it is generating power, I am trying to recycle it. Alright, so there you are. I honestly thought I'd be falling off into the water right now. Yeah, I got it. Okay. Thank you, Treos. That's great. That's great news. I didn't bother making extra power sources. I just repaired what was there. Oh God, the things I've done with power. Because I wanted some more convenience. Can I? No, I have to. These plastic things I have to do out here. So let's do these other things first. We're gonna turn this one on. Do. Rusty. Iron oxide. Or just iron. Is it Turtle power? It is. No, it's not. Skippy caressed the octopus with a crowbar. Izzy, are you writing fanfic? Are you writing fanfic? Robot smooching fanfic? Is that what you're doing? I also got another game off of my wish list today. This one from my youngest son. He wants me to play Lorelei and the Laser Eyes. So he bought it for me with some of his Christmas money. And I said, you shouldn't have done that. That's your money. He said, yeah, and I want to watch you stream this. So it's for me, not for you. And I said, okay, fair enough. Mojo says, the dinosaur? Treya says, you can get them through the door, but it requires finagling. You hold it high, pull it against the door. Yeah, I don't care enough about that. I'll just use the deconstructor that Mosier insisted I had and that I denied having. How did that happen? Oh. Bye, I guess. The shrink. What was that? Oh, Mosier was right. So none of the overlays are working right now. Mosier, the Twitch, it's not working. I don't think I've ever played with this. That's too accurate. I don't like how accurate that is. Okay. And then we've got the big metal beam. We got to do the big metal beam. That's the thing that I saw that clued me into there being stuff up on the roof. And then you get these, and these, and this, and this, and this. Is that everything? I think that's everything. Alright. I'm not a fan of the power stuff having durability. Like, that makes me sad because that means when I leave, I'm going to need to repair it when I get back. Like, I can't leave it. I mean, alright, let's just do this. Since we're here. Let's take, since we came up the other way, let's take this ladder that I showed you guys. So the ladder, there was a foot pedal in here. You see that, you can see the foot pedal remains here, and that sent this ladder down. Can we go to the skip died hole? No, Mosier. No. So now we're here. Yeah, so everything is cleaned up. I've got power coming in. This is all from up. Oh, actually, let's finish. Let's do this part of the tour. All the lights are on across the whole place. Remember here with the two batteries, I have them jumpered to each other. I have this was already here when we got here. I turned on the lights of the area last stream. This, I hooked up this to another, I built another one of these and sent it down. By the way, you have to make more cables for them to stretch longer. It uses up, depending on how long it stretches, it requires a number of cables. So we brought this down here, split it off. Now this comes back and connects to this battery to keep it charged from up on the roof. And that powers this constructor and this recycler. Bungee jump? Oh no. Have I gone power cable bungee jumping? I have. Well, that's how I discovered, in fact, that it could be not long enough. Because it'll hit its end length and just bungee me back up. Treo says, I'm too impatient to walk stuff back all the way one by one, so I ended up yeeting a lot of stuff at the boat. Not everything made it, but it was fun regardless. So Treos, depending on when you load back in, some of that stuff may make it back to the surface to where you can use the destructor tool on it. I've done that a couple of times. You did the bungee jump too. Nice. So let's go unload our stuff onto the ship, which I have added some things to. Let's go around first. I have added some wind power to the front, just a little bit of wind power to the front of the ship. And if we go up here, you will see I added a solar panel to the ship. So that's what's been added. So that way we're not like completely without recurring power when we get out of the boat. But also, you notice I cleaned up everything in here. The back room, there's a little bit in here. So we're just gonna drop, 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 and drop. This is the resources room. You put solar panels up on the roof? I couldn't get up on the roof. Containers? What's containers? What do you mean containers? Is that like the Durapacks? Because I didn't learn containers. That looks like the start of a Let's Game It Out room. Yes, that's the thing. I used a crate to jump up onto the roof and go to your build menu. That was my... Okay, go to my build menu. Yeah, it's not here. Because I didn't learn it. I didn't learn research storage. Or I didn't learn resource storage, as Izzy says. Just a couple of resources. That's right, just a few. So... And it's hooked up here. The ship is hooked up here. to that battery, which is also tied into the main system. Well, why didn't you learn it? Geez, epic. Thanks, Treos. So I also I also noticed that at some point, I don't know if it was original or not, this busted open. So there was resources in here, and then you follow a thing. You follow this down, and there's more stuff down there. Let's add to action bar 2. Nope. Can I add it to action bar 1? Nope. Let's add it to action bar 3. Oh, okay. This one we want action bar 2, and this one we want action bar 1. Okay. So I did launch a lot of stuff over this break here, but you notice I also brought some power cable over here. There are lots of hidey holes, yes. Emberlander says, Strimmer, just research it, duh. Yeah, I don't get any more points. I might get points when I leave, but I haven't gotten any more XP no matter, even though I recycled literally everything, including my friends, my dead friends. I recycled everything that wasn't nailed down, as you can see. But also, now we have power going down back towards the start area, and these ladders made that doable. Show me the butt, says Squishy. Squishy redeemed 5 squats. Give me a second, Squishy. I did not recycle the bears. I recycled the dead robots. All right. Squishy says for butt, it's butt times. It's butt o'clock apparently for Squishy. So we're gonna do. I did not recycle anything that looked like it could be used by humans. You're meant to start the year as you wish it to continue. So butts? Is that what you're saying, Meerkat? Alright. I have to do this in a different place because I've got some stuff that my son dropped off that I haven't moved out of the room yet. So, 5, you can see, alright, 5 squats. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, 5 squats for Squishy. There you go. Squishy says butts, 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 butts. And then Berlander says butt. Treo says the stuffed bears and other toys are to be used for when you start your human farm. That's what I thought. Meerkat redeemed 5 squats as well. Alright, 5 more squats for Meerkat. Thank you, Mosier, for that reminder. Thank you, thank you. Alright, 5 more butt squats. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 squats. There you go, Meerkat. Squatter. Thanks, Ember Lantern. Thank you so much. Thanks so much. You're welcome for the butts, Squishy. Alright. So, as you can see, I wired power all the way down here. Cleaned out this whole area. Cleaned out this hallway. I don't think I ever got back there. I might have, I don't know. So this is the original battery that was powering the area. I almost drained it. I did turn off the lights. I don't need the flashlight on anymore. And everything that could be gotten was gotten. But I nearly drained this, so I had to extend power all the way out here. And Melinda says Squishy wants squatters' rights? What does that entail? Treyo says you ran power all over the place. Make sure you reclaim the power lines before you leave. No, just make more. Treos, I have 8 bajillion resources and I can make more power lines. I want to leave it running. You get the stuff up in the rafters of that room? You could get up there? That definitely looks like something I should be able to get. No, I did not. How does one get up there? It looks like there's a... Moses says CPU and unlimited resources? I don't know. Stand on crates? I already recycled all of the crates, so it looks like I did myself in for that. Jump on the cabinets, maybe. I don't know that I can get all the way up the cabinets. Oh, I can! Look at that. I didn't even know I could get up here. All those batteries. Is that all the stuff up here, Treos? Oh! Emberlander says, well, you see, first you research storage. Thanks. Thanks, Ember Lantern. Alright, so now we're going to use this. Okay. Cool. Now I have some more scraps to recycle. Storage, what is that exactly? Thanks, Trey. I appreciate the help, you guys. Unlike Izzy, Treos is actually helping. Anywho, I ran lots of power. I figure I'm just going to leave it here because at some point I will, whether in the demo or the full game, I will probably need to come back. Kiss my storage bits, says Izzy. What do you mean Ember Lantern? I'm not a jerk, you're a jerk. Your face is a jerk. Bam, nailed it. Here we go. And see, it's I like how the power cables light up the more power they are using. I think that's neat. Also, oh, you're on mobile. That sucks. Also, it's silly, I think, that, well, I mean, so no matter with this network or not, what I've done is, because things are going to degrade while I'm gone, probably, I'm a little bit screwed in that department. So let's recycle the bits and bobs we got. Just the few scraps that we have. And yeah, so this switch up here at the top, you don't, quote 46. I don't remember that either, but it does sound like me. So this switch operates the doors. So are we ready? That's true. That's true. Squishy is not that. Alright, let's open the doors. I assume this is going to let in some bad guys. Because there were a lot of bad guys in that water. Actually, let's go in here and drop off our... No, that's fine. So, the doors are open. To the ocean. Mosher's ready. Trey says, did you ever actually use a fabricator? I never figured out the point since you can make everything yourself. I did for these modules. I didn't know you could make them yourself. But for these modules, I used the fabricator. Is it not? It's not Hotel California? I don't think it's Hotel California. Maybe leave in a day. I never saw anything hostile in the water. That's good. I fell into the water and got attacked. Not this water, but the water outside. I fell off the side of the base and got attacked in the water. So, there's that. Alright, I don't know how to drive the boat. Also, the demo ends pretty much right after you leave. You don't get to go to the place? What? Are we going to be switching games? That's going to make me sad. I don't know how I'm going to do that with this current setup yet. Oh, daytime for max power. That's probably fair. So this is the anchor. Toggle switch. I expected a horn to blow. Oh, anchored. This is actually piloting the boat. Okay. What about over here? I don't know what this is for. Oh, that's the gas and electric engines. Okay. Also, I do need to disconnect from the power. Drop. Are we still connected? I don't think we're still connected because we drained that. Yeah, we drained that. I'm on a boat. That's good, Ember Lantern. Turn the power to the boat on. That's true. That's a good thing I should do. That's a good point. There it goes. So good. So good! Oh my goodness, all this stuff. Fuels, power, nighttime. What is that? Oh, that's the dock where we're at, I suppose? Okay. I should get a top off from the base before I go. I could just use this, I guess. Okay. Toot toot, newt newt, honk. Nice. Works better now. It does. Squishy says honk as well. Pilot boat. I mean, I do have the wind. What are you, Treos? Are you serious? The demo ends right as we leave? That makes me kind of upset. I was really hoping that we would get to go to the person factory. Ember says boobs. Jesus Christ. Oh, here comes the sun. I think. Treya says, don't think I got halfway to the next place. Oh, that's sad. Short stream today? I saw someone sail a bit, but it was mostly skipping about. Interesting. That is very pretty, though. The water is very pretty. I had it on ultra graphics for a while, and it worked just fine, except I got some staticky audio every once in a while. You were just evaluating vibes. Gotcha. Izzy says, short stream. We were denied our other visual pleasures. We need more Skippy face. Trying not to get spoilers. I see, Mosher. We'll see, Izzy. We'll see. I'm not really ready to play Mosier. Why? The sun's coming up, Mosier. 5 squats for Mosier. 5 squats for Mosier. Alright, here we go. Oh, I gotta change the scene. You mean the sun that's coming up right now? Not butts, Squishy. You already got your butts, Squishy. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 squats for Mosier. No, you're not going to see a moon. Ember Lantern, what? Why? It's squishy. All right. Sun is up. reminder. Also, I've found some batteries / containers of fuel, though they are not big. Alright, let's pilot the vessel. Pull up anchor. Alright, anchor is up. Throttle's at 100%. I don't know where we're going. I hope that's fine. Forward, don't fuck it up. Thanks, Mosier. See those things off in the water? Those are bad. Oh, God.
This vessel is more than just machinery. It's your refuge. Your home now. Sail forth, Caretaker. Reclaim the waters humanity once commanded.
But why? Literally, what is my job right now? Alright, let's throttle, not at -100, let's throttle to 0. Leaving playable area. No, I don't want to do that. You can see my power is powering. Alright. How do I... No, I mean I'm anchoring, but I didn't want to anchor. Alright, let's exit the vehicle. Okay. That's where I'm headed, but I don't know where I'm going. That's the base. Where else could we go? Like, I don't see... That's great that this is my home, but also fucking rude. Like... Close the door. I don't think I can close the door behind me, Mosier. I don't think that's an option. The water is pretty... No, I don't... Listen. With the stuff that attacked me before, and that you could see it out there, I don't really want to go for a swim. I could put down the net. Like, there's a net. That's a water pump. Like, this is the net. Net is dropped. And now raise the net. 0.8 kilograms. I don't know what that did. Oh. Copper scraps. Cool. So I can troll for scraps. You could go back, get in onto the platform, go in, close door, climb back out. No, I'm not doing that, Mosier. That seems like a recipe for disaster. But also, this Peco, all sorts of cool stuff in here. All the data, that actual computer terminal that was there. Did you expect a different recipe for me? No, I did not. Lantern says, I control for scraps. That, yes, you can. Alright, let's pilot the boat. Let's unanchor now that we are in the water. Let's turn. I assume this is not the correct area. Are we going? The throttle is supposed to be at 100. We are going. Oh, I can see the diesel is making some exhaust. That's for sure. What's my heading? Yeah, I guess we can go this way now that we are lost entirely. Oh, look, our heading's up above. We're going west-southwest. Oh. Some lightning. Beef stew? So you're saying the boat is exhausting. Yes, see? You can see behind the exhaust. Oh, that's the base. That's the base. I'm not closing the door, Mosier. Suck it, Trebek. So let's go west. Ish. It's fate. It's not fate, Mosier. See, there's things down there in the water, and I don't like them. They want me dead. Apparently there are robo-sharks in this game, according to the stuff I read. Were you raised in a barn? Close your face, Mosier. That's right, Ember Lantern. Maybe I was raised in a barn. What are you going to do about it? We're using up all of our fuel. All of our diesel. I don't even know what, like, how far we can go in this direction. Nope, that's it. That's the leaving the playable area. So I guess we go south now. Follow the heading on the map. Hold on. Let's throttle back to 0. Drop anchor. Exit. The map doesn't show me shit. This heading is just wherever I'm pointed. And so far, like, I've hit, this is the edge of the playable area this way, and this is the edge of the playable area this way. So I think you guys might be right about the demo. I would love to follow this heading if it were actually going somewhere, but I think you guys might be right about the demo, which makes me a sad panda. Open map. Yeah. Add marker, clear all, yeah, close. So, heading north now? That's not right. I don't like Skippy being a sad panda, make it stop. Oh, Squishy, it's fine. I saw a lot more landmines in the vid I saw. I haven't seen any landmines. I am happy that we are getting electrical power from our... Alright, let's go back to this. Let's unanchor and let's go forward again. Not landmine, sea mine. It's a sea mine! Prickly boom ball in the water, right? That's fair. That's fair. How am I supposed to see yours? I see more. You guys. Use a telephone. Use your... What telephone? There's no telephone in here. What do you mean, use the What if I hit continue? What happens? Are we anchored? I have to think that we're no, we're still going. Must have hit. Yeah, so we can't. Alright, so hold on. Let's anchor Bring the throttles at 0. Okay. So we get out. What telephone? Where do you see a telephone? Oh, that? Interact. Wind. Like that's... This is... Good night, Ember Lantern. That is what that is. That is... Alright, so this must be... So I guess you cannot get to the baby factory in the demo. And yes, I'm aware of what I said. Oh, it's an earlier load? What do you mean? Oh, it loaded me into an earlier point? Is that what you're saying? Sanctuary Dock 37. I see. Well, Skippy has his things. What do you mean? Your face is things. Alright, we're gonna go back west. Like we did before. Yeah, this is an earlier save. So let's try this again. What? Squishy, what? I can hear Monkey Link Mega screaming through my headphones, so I assume you guys can hear him too. And no more in onboard computer or that computer in base? Well, we can find out. Hold on. So there was a ton in the computer and the base. There was quite a bit, actually. Alright, now we anchor. Okay. So if we go to this, use the PECO. We got security, log data, space, survival guide, quests. We got all the quests. Survival guide. So this is a whole bunch of information about how to deal with this, and these are, you use page down and page up to scroll. All the stuff about all the stuff you can build, like a distillation tower. Oops. Like all kinds of stuff. Small oil tanks, gas containers, methane tanks, generators, electricity generators, a saboteur reactor, key to conquering space and ensuring it's not our final frontier. What once destroyed us now saves us. Input pure water, carbon dioxide, and electricity. Output methane and oxygen. Solar panels, stuff like that. Defense. Sometimes force is necessary. Hostile entities may have appeared in the world while you were briefly offline. Use of force is cautiously recommended, but avoidance may also be possible. So this tells you about the cocoons, the white crawler, the white crawler and the spitter. Small spherical robotic entities attracted to electricity, harmless if avoided. Nightcrawler and spitter emerging from ocean depths. These entities reside within cocoons. Can be defeated through brute force or exposure to intense light. Green crawler and spitter. Like there's a bunch of the crawlers. The white crawlers are the ones that we found. All those hidey holes give you the log files. Oh yeah. End of the manual. Read and learn. Weapons. Bolt weapons, grenades, permanent upgrades. I don't like that they called me an LLM. Where was it? Permanent upgrades. These upgrades permanently enhance your LLM core capabilities. Once integrated, their effects remain indefinitely, never fading. So yeah, if I go back to log data, I have quite a few. I may have gotten all of them, but I've only gotten one out of each, except for there was one where I got a second one as well. Yep, on that one, the diary entries. I got 1 and 2. Oh no, Elysium Dreams I also got. Alright, so a couple of these I seem to have gotten 2 on. Yeah. So there's a bunch of stuff that you can get. And it does tell you a little bit about things. Oh yeah, 12%, 20%, 14%, 17%. Yeah. Different Pico manuals. Ocean Mark White. Bioresistant coating. Hydrophobic surface shield. The Chen Martinez Codex, peripheral voices. Yeah. So this happened in the 80s. This accelerated global warming, climate change happened in the 80s or the 70s. Started in the 70s, and it was super accelerated. Couldn't find any more holes though. Yeah, I couldn't find any more either. I can't hear your spawn over you. Well, that's good, Izzy. So yeah. Raise the anchor. Man, that was it's a long ways to anchor. Any time. There it goes. Okay. Throttle full steam ahead. I'm not going anywhere. Nope, there we go. Now we're going. So we'll hit the western edge. Finding the holes. Mosher. So we'll see if we can hit the edges and then see if there's anywhere else we can go. Some of those holes are well hidden. That's true. If I miss some, then I miss some, and that is okay by me. So, if once this game comes out of early access and releases 1.0, I intend on purchasing it. Before that, it is available. It is in early access, and that is in my wish list. So I don't want to pay to test someone's game. But the early access gets you out to the baby factory. So, that is a thing. I am absolutely fine waiting until it comes out at 1.0. Trey says, I put it on my wish list, but $27 for a game that's barely started seems a bit much. I mean, I don't want to pay, $27 if it was out at 1.0. I would absolutely pay $27 for this. And it looks like it's got satisfactory levels of updates coming. It seems themed in a similar way as Satisfactory when they did their early access, where they had regular big chunk updates. So we'll see. Also, I've applied for the key because they apparently are doing another another streamer slash YouTuber campaign coming up. So I have applied for a key for that. The campaign I applied for initially closed pretty quickly. I had just applied at the tail end of it. So once the oh, it doesn't even give me the warning this time. All right, so yeah, we're done. It looks like we're done with the demo. And I'm not gonna wrestle. I'm not gonna wrestle my computer anymore today, I think. So I think we'll just end it here. I know it was a short stream. It's about half of my usual time, but hopefully on the weekend we'll do a longer one to make up for it. We'll go head back to some more Mass Effect 2. You're welcome, Squishy, and you're welcome, Cam. You guys are fantastic and awesome, and I love ya. I think you're great. So there, neener. I'm gonna keep trying to get OBS to run correctly in X11 mode, but we'll see. But you weren't even wearing shorts. Not that you know. Anywho, you've been watching on twitch.tv/skip4j, where I stream every Tuesday and Thursday around 9 p.m. Eastern and one day on the weekend. 1 week later, those videos go live on YouTube at youtube.com/skip4j, and Mosier redeemed more squats. Alright, Mosier. Alright, Mosier. We'll do 5 more squats. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 squats for Mosier. Shorts check. No shorts verified that you know of. Anywho, if you'd like to support me in any way, head over to davidmcrampton.com. That should... Thanks, Izzy. That should have all the things and the stuff for supporting me there. Also, I have a new blog post going live tomorrow. It's a Transformers review. Alright, 5 jumping jacks. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 5 jumping jacks for Izzy. There you go, Izzy. But my name isn't Jack. That is correct. It was... Thank you for streaking, Mosier, in chat. He says, I didn't redeem squats. That's accurate. Alright. Let's see if there's anybody... Let's see if... We're gonna... Okay, you are gonna cooperate. Let's see who's live. There isn't really anyone I want to send you off to, so I recommend you guys go out and find someone awesome that's streaming right now and have a great time. Remember, even when you finish the demo way sooner than you wanted to, you're awesome. And you've got this.